Hi, Michael here. And as often happens, you're seeing these videos after conversations with my partner in crime, Faye, as we're talking through work. And she says, you know what, we ought to record a video on that one. So here we go. And today what we're talking about actually is um, how it's different at different parts of your experience and your life in an organization to get things done and make things happen and impact change and how we get stuck, I guess. It's not a very elegant way to put it, but what happened is I was talking about the fact that most of my coaching is actually with very senior executives, CEOs, C-suite executives of big firms. I have recently taken on just to help some friends out, some also some other coaching in firms that are not as big, companies that are not as big, and also people that are kind of at an earlier stage of their career. And it's been really interesting to me to notice how that at early stages of our career we can get so stuck in just the swirl of what's going on, and have less of a bias towards our own action and kind of just being victims of what's happening around us, because we're in the middle or we're way down in the organization. When I'm dealing with senior executive, they know that they have to take action or nothing's going to change, and they also know that they can't change others at this point, so it's action about them or what they're going to do differently. But when you're lower in an organization, when you're in the middle of an organization, you're a mid-manager, a new manager level, one of the things you're really struggling with is, do I have the legitimacy to do the things I need to do? Do I have the agency to make the choices of what I want to work on? And oftentimes the answer is no, not completely 100%. You're not the CEO of the organization. That said, then we'll let ourselves just get kind of stuck. And so what I've seen with a lot of these kind of mid or low, not lower level, but junior level in their career leaders come up with is they really need to step away from the big thing that needs to get done because it's overwhelming, and look at what is the first thing I can do? What is the first step I can make? And who can make the step with me? And I think that they resist doing that sometimes because they think, well, but here's the big goal we have to achieve. I said, that's great. Let's talk about that big goal. In fact, let's let that big goal be the context for every small step we take. And let's engage everybody in that small step in terms of that big goal, because you'll start to set a pattern for getting things done. You'll start to set a pattern for how we solve one piece of that big puzzle. And as you start to set that pattern, people start to expect that's how you're going to work with them, that you're going to solve these one at a time and you're going to pull them in. You're going to ask for alignment here. You're going to ask for participation here. You're going to ask for understanding here. You're going to flex once here, whatever it may be, but you start creating a pattern of how you drive change. Again, change happens one change at a time. It doesn't happen en masse. It's small steps that become viral. It's not just a plodding course towards a big change and we have to get there before we implement everything. So there's a bit of my rant today, but I guess my advice to you, if you find yourself as a new manager or a mid-level manager, is that you have to start with one change and engage everybody in that change as if it would do everything that you want, but no, it's just a piece of it. And then start again, and then start again. And all of a sudden it will get really, really easy to do.